Insider PV. My name is Poncho Davalos, your realtor for life. And as I always get very happy and very excited to bring you new people here. And I have Debra Stevenson. How are you?
Doing super great. I'm excited to be here too. This is a great space.
This is our second time that we have conversation like this.
Yes, at least.
At least.
I think some more as well before that, but let's count the two.
That's awesome. So tell us, where are you from?
So my name is Debra Stevenson. I'm actually the owner of Crate Interiors. And if you're asking me where I'm from, I'm originally from sunny South Africa.
Okay.
And I have actually lived on the coast my entire life.
Okay.
I have never not lived in a beach town.
Oh my God.
From the coast to the coast.
To the coast, to the coast.
Yeah.
So when was the first time that you came to Mexico, Debra?
I first came to Mexico many years ago on youth mission trips. So I was a youth leader and I would lead groups of youth doing mission service in Mexico.
Okay.
But my first time to Puerto Vallarta was actually in college during spring break. And you can only imagine how different that trip was from the ones I make today.
And I'm sure you had so much fun.
I sure did, yeah.
What was your favorite part back on the day when you came here? What did you enjoy to do that?
Well, I had never been here before. I didn't even know where it was. My friends were coming for spring break. I bought a ticket and I got off the plane and I just thought it was the most magical place. First of all, I was hit by a wave of humidity. It was like so hot. I couldn't believe it. But I was really charmed from the beginning by the beautiful characteristics of a colonial town, all the cobblestone streets, of course, that amazing big bay, and the friendly people, the quality of the food, all of it is just an irresistible package, and that's what draws, thousands of visitors every month to this town.
Exactly. So when did you decide to open Crate here in Vallarta? Because I know you're based in LA.
That's correct. So Crate Interiors was initially a Los Angeles-based design studio, and we created a spin-off of our service and launched Crate Interiors in the Bay of Banderas around 2008, 2010. By 2010, we were up and running, and we were doing projects here every month. Which
is when I met you, probably.
It was. So we met when we had our show suite and our design studio at Peninsula,
yes.
I believe. And then we moved on
to
nearby to Icon.
Yes.
So we knew each other in those very early days for both of our careers here.
Exactly. What do you love about Mexico in general?
Well, I do love the climate, the culture, the food, the people. I think most of all, living here in the Bay of Banderas, we're so close to a fertile ranch land and farming community where there's so much micro farming. I love being really close to the source of food production and all the freshness that you can get living in a place like this. Okay, now back to business, because this is a very interesting topic that everyone asks me about furnishing their places and things like that. I want to pick your brain a little bit about it. Let's go. So let's do it. Let's say if someone buys a property that is $400,000 US, yes, and there is a 2-bedroom, 2 bathrooms, how much do you think, or how much do you recommend them to spend to furnish a place, let's say, for a vacation rental project? That's a great question. So a guideline that we typically give home buyers and investors when we do an initial budget setting session is to look at the industry standard of approximately 10%. Okay. And you can use that as a marker and then figure out whether you're going up or down depending what is included in your condo, what amenities are included by the developer, or what is yet to furnish, and whether this will be a vacation property for personal use or a rental property for income. So those guidelines would impact that number, as well as the total square footage of the space and the number of furnishable spaces. So it's a bit of a formula, but we do recommend starting with that industry standard as a first marker. And then through our consult with that owner, we figure out what their other criterion is, and we give them a very clear idea of their all-in budget number. Okay, you have a warehouse here that you have all the, well, not appliances, that you have all your stock there, right? Well, we do, yes. We do have a warehouse in the Marina Vallarta area, and that's been a strategic decision for us that has really helped us to be able to do more projects and serve more clients here. Because as you know, logistics is a big issue for a small town where most of the items that you would need to furnish a unit aren't here. They're not from here.
Yeah.
So the idea to have a warehouse in PV was a really strategic decision a couple of years ago, and now we have our own place to receive freight, to stage and warehouse things, and be ready for the delivery dates when we can start our white glove installs.
So tell us a little bit more about the service that you have. I mean, let's say someone just goes with you and then they decide about the package of furniture that they want to do. So even though if it's a new construction, how do you work around that? Because you know that there are some delays or things like that. How do you work about that?
Yeah, so the service, the design service with Crate Interiors is completely bespoke. So we're not offering cookie cutter sets of furniture. We're not offering set packages. You have to take it or leave it. The service with Crate Interiors, no matter if it's a 2-bedroom rental unit or a 4 or 5 bedroom vacation home, is always the same. It's a bespoke, one-on-one design service with us and our designers. And we help owners choose furnishings for every room of the house, and we create a completely turnkey, all-in, move-in ready home that has everything ready for their arrival.
So I know that technically, let's say as an owner, if I when I buy a property, I'll
Yes.
call you.
And you have.
Exactly. So technically, you take care of everything. Technically,
Yes.
I just arrive to
That's
get
right.
my keys from you.
So Crate Interiors is the only truly turnkey furnishing solution in the Bay of Banderas, and it's a single point of contact. So you have one point of contact, one point of reference for your whole project, from the first walkthrough when you get those keys, like you mentioned, all the way through the design and delivery and install process of every possible thing that gets delivered to that unit, all the way to the final walkthrough and the big reveal.
Awesome.
Yes.
So we are in 2024. So there is a trend of color that people they need to be aware if they want to do use in their house or I don't know in their living room or something like that.
There are trends for sure. There are trends that affect every year, and then overarching trends that generally drive our industry and our tastes as human beings sort of every 10 years. So there's these natural arches that happen, or arcs that happen in the design and real estate industry. You know, a few years ago, the whole world was upside down, as we know. And I think that's really impacted the trend of design towards much more cozy, comforting, nurturing environments, softer, cozier colors and round kind of womb-like furniture that hugs you and comforts you. We all clearly crave comfort, and that's definitely reflected in the interior design industry. In fact, next week we are installing a unit up in the Amapas area, and all the seating is low, soft, curvy, and round, designed to literally hug the owners when they walk in the doors. So that's a great example of this trend at work, and I'd love you to come and see it.
Well, that will be fantastic.
Yeah.
So what is the tip that you will tell to the new home owners that they need to know about to furnish their place?
Yeah, so my best advice for any real estate investor buying a vacation home or a rental property in and around the Bay of Banderas is, firstly, set your decor style clearly. Come up with a very clear idea of your decor style along with your color palette, and use that to guide all your decisions.
Okay.
Second thing would be to get your arms around an all-in budget number. Do your budget setting with a clear idea of what's all in. Don't be sidetracked by a lowball quote or a lowball number on just, a package or a set of furniture. know all the things that go in, and we can definitely help you with that. There's window treatments, there's appliances, electronics, lots of things that people don't think about. So make sure that you have a clear idea of your all-in number. And then understand also that in this market especially, there are delays. You know, you mentioned before that sometimes there are construction delays, there's delays on delivery and permitting of the projects where we work together. So understand that there can be delays and plan for that. Use a service like ours that does provide warehousing and that is able to adjust delivery dates for our white glove installs, so that you have peace of mind and you know that even if it takes a little longer, we are here as your point of contact. So that's super important. And then finally, I would say understand the elements and the wear and tear that come with coastal living and furnishing a property in a resort market like this. Crate Interiors, in fact, has focused exclusively on beachfront property as long as we've been in design studios, so more than for the 14 years that we have been here in PV, also doing properties in places like Los Angeles, Houston, which is also on the coast, and Florida. So understand the climate and know the wear and tear, the impact that it's going to have doing a project right on the ocean front, and choose your furnishings carefully.
Well, that's fantastic. How people they can find you on social media.
Okay, so please follow us. Look for us anywhere where you play on social media. Look for Crate Interiors in all those places: Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube. We'd love you to follow and comment on the projects that we showcase.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic. Well, thank you so much, guys.
You are so welcome.
Thank
Happy
you.
To be here.
Oh, by the way, you say that you have many questions for me.
Yes. Okay. So
yes, tell me.
Can I ask you some? All right. So we are super excited to support you and to celebrate in your launch of your own real estate agency.
Thank you.
Give us an idea about how you created your logo and your company name.
Well, I think it was important for me that I've been doing real estate for so long.
Yeah, you have.
So, and about my name, I want just to keep promoting my name, like Poncho Dávalos.
Right?
Keep it simple as it is. But one thing is just it's to keep my my marketing name, Your Realtor for Life. So it was for me, it was very important just to keep feeding that, and that people have it in their head, and about my image or the logo. Yeah. Again, just to keep it very simple, elegant, and to the point, because the important is not me. It's just I think the properties that my clients they will choose, or my logo, or the colors. It's
classic,
more like
clean.
Exactly, like a white canvas that they can paint wherever they want. So that's why.
It's timeless. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why did you feel like 2024 was the year to launch your agency on your own?
Well, it was last year my mom passed away. So it was very wake-up call, probably, that it's like you only live once and you only have one opportunity to do whatever you want, right? So I think it was also a very organic thing, or a very organic step for me to do it after 14 years doing real estate, a little bit more.
That's right.
So I've been very fortunate that I had the chance to learn from Franklin, from Tropicasa, and Jorge Guillen too, that they gave me the basis about how is the real estate business. So, and I kept learning about how is the model or the business in the agency too. So I've been very thankful, and I'm very thankful and very fortunate that they teach me a lot. So plus with what happened last year, I think it's a time for me to do it, and it was a very organic growth that I had to do it, and I'm very happy, I'm very excited too.
Yeah. So you've taken us through the whole career arc that you've had here in Vallarta, and you said that was how many years from?
Well, I will say 14, probably 14, 15 years.
Right, which is as long as we've known each
Yes,
other.
yeah, exactly.
So when I first met you, you were beginning your journey in property management. Is that right?
Yes.
So you started in that industry, really learning the real estate industry from the ground up.
Yes. Yeah, yeah.
And then these building blocks that you mentioned, Tropicasa, the agency, came on top of that.
Yes.
And eventually you were managing the agency team.
Exactly,
at
yeah.
Vallarta, right?
Yeah, totally. So it's been a very organic growth, and I'm very happy that happened that way, because I was able to see the growth of the entire bay to different developments, different locations. So I think I'm one of those real estate agents that they've been very fortunate about it too. Also to have a good school, to good bones as in the construction, right?
Yeah, you've had long tenure here, which is one of the things that I appreciate the most about Vallarta is a long tenure. People don't just come and go. It's a very stable community, and we have a wide circle of industry professionals in our shared network that have been here a long time, for sure. So do you think there are key real estate trends that impact investors who are buying here in 2024?
I will say that probably yes. It's the key will be more than people that are more focused to have condominiums.
Yes.
Probably just to have it more easy, like a 1-bedroom studios, probably a 2 bedrooms that are more easy to manage and handle too. There's a market for big villas too, or big houses too.
It's a very diverse market.
It's a very diverse
From
market.
Huge villas. And bed and breakfasts that are selling under new management to these lock and go kind of smaller options as well. So again, probably very diverse options for people at whatever niche they want to make their investment. There's probably a wide portfolio of items for sale.
And Vallarta has, I will say it, it's a market for everyone. So I always say that to people. And that I think that's important that people know that the people know about you, people know about me, that people they know about there is a possibility for everyone to do it and have their piece of paradise, the same as you as me.
Exactly. And join us in this amazing lifestyle. So what are some of the neighborhoods that are on your watch list? I know you lead those real estate tours.
Yes.
And you're really focused on some of these key neighborhoods that are up and coming. So what's on your watch list right now?
Well, I will say Bucerías.
Yes.
Versalles.
Yes.
Zona Romantica, of course, and
always expanding.
5 de Diciembre too. That it's close, but it's far enough of Zona Romantica, and it's in the downtown area.
To get away.
Yeah, exactly. So I think those will be the 4 ones.
Yeah. And we did quite a big project together in Bucerías several years ago. That was probably 4 years ago.
Yes.
The purchase and the renovation of a beachfront villa that became a bed and breakfast.
Exactly.
So that was at a time when Bucerías was really just starting as a new market to watch. And in that short time, you can see how much it's changed.
Yeah, exactly. It's been a fantastic journey for the two of us.
Yeah, and it's been super amazing to be part of that. Thank you so much for this opportunity to reconnect and chat today.
No, thank you so much. And well, please follow Create Interiors on their social media. And thank you so much for being here. And
then let's make sure people know where to find you as well under the new classic handle, the new classic logo. Where do we find?
Okay, well, they can find me on Instagram as PonchoDavalos_RE and on Facebook as Poncho Davalos Real Estate.
Fantastic. Let's take a look.
And let's take a look. Thank you so much, Debra.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And well, stay tuned for the next episode of Insider PV. My name is Poncho Davalos, your realtor for life, and I'll see you next time. Bye.